Mission critical messages already. What in the hell have I fallen into? Hello everybody, Mr. Moo, here in the cockpit, here in Elite Dangerous, here in Glidden Enterprise, in the Narvert system, and, well, we're back in expansion, and, a few mission types I haven't tried yet. Figured may as well. Kobo the Fox says, name it the EAS Yippee-Ki-Yay. Just putting that out there. Might look into that. Oh, hello to Vox as well. Let's see here. Also, shout-outs to BG Johnson 79, Dances with Kobolds, PM Torn, and Hyperspeed. Thank you so much for the follow. As well as Hyperspeed's thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Plank Owners Club. Hope you enjoy your stay. Alright, trying some new stuff with Alex here. Trying to get a little bit of a little bit more authenticity, a little bit more simulation to it, so I'm trying a checklist out. Let's see here. Let's see. Orbit line set to on, check. Master arm is set to safe, check. Cargo scoop set to safe, check. APU, on. Port and starboard fuel injectors, on. Port and starboard fusion igniters, on. Switch on. Switch off. Son of a... Okay, still needs some work. Right, let's hit black sky and see what happens. Okay, something got tied into something else obviously wrong. Alex, you weren't supposed to give that for a confirmation. Gear up. Well, that works. Lights on. Okay, 2 hostages. Rescue them from HIP 5881. I can do that. Hopefully. Hope everybody's having a good day. Hope everybody's having a good evening. Hope everybody's having a good weekend or weekend to be. So yeah, I was telling everybody I was setting up for hostage rescue, and Kobo's like, that's very American. I told Kobo, no, 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 this is hostage rescue, not like, I'm gonna blow up this station and save everyone. That's a little... He suggested, though, the EAS Yippee-Ki-Yay, and that's a thought that I'm gonna put a pin into for later. In the meantime, let's get the Discovery Scanner chugging away. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Looks like our target's at 5881, 3D. So just keep in mind, I've never done hostage rescue before, at least not this aggressively. It seems straightforward enough in practice. Lock onto your target. Kobo, you've been wondering how these missions work too? Well, here we go. So yeah, it seems straightforward enough in practice. You either interdict, or it looks like there is a signal source you drop into. Hit them with a hatchbreaker limpet. Eject their cargo. In this case, a couple of hostages. Take out the target once the hostages are clear. Scoop them up. Back to base. We're all good. That's the theory. But you know what they say about how, you know, what's in theory and what's in practice don't often, you know, don't always intersect. So we're going to have some fun. That, or we're going to have to do a lot of editing in post. And if anybody remembers the old Activision game, Interstate 76, I'm reminded of a mission there where you had to save a school bus. And if you didn't get it right, well, you heard over the CB radio the bus driver screaming, "They're burning! They're all burning!" To which your character replies, "I don't think I'm going to be telling my partner about this one." Vox freaking loved I-76. Well, it's a great soundtrack. It really was Car Wars the video game, and it was beautiful. Also, not enough soundtracks out there in the world have Waka Jawakas in them. Athador, 07 Commander. The drummer for those also played for Primus. Neat. Alright, here we go. Let's see what we got. Set 3-2.
Power diverted to weapons.
You know, it strikes me that I don't actually have a manifest scanner on board. Hopefully that doesn't screw me over on this mission. Guess we'll find out. Miller. I presume. Yep, alright. Oh, really? Looks like multiple targets ejected. It's like we got multiple ejections here. Contacts, limpets, beer, that's not hostages. I got one of them.
Cargo scoop deployed. Programming limpet drone.
That's not great. Maybe Miller actually jumped? Question mark? Set 2-1. Yeah, that's my next hope, Vox. Maybe another mission USS will pop up. Right.
Incoming mission critical message.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Don't mind me. Didn't blow up any hostages. You know what? We'll get landed at Cagliari Port and come on back to this. That's... yeah, that's what we'll do. Listen, you. Hey, we're batting 500. You know, in baseball, that'd be a pretty good average. I just need to figure out a better way to take out his, well, everything. You know, other than everything. You know, maybe pop his engines, you know, disable his drives, take out his power plant without blowing him up. Maybe just, you know, cripple his FSD briefly. Nothing major, nothing terminal. Oh, howdy, Hank. How are you doing, buddy? You hanking? Yeah, I'm kind of hanking around too, guy. Couple of railguns to snipe the modules. That's assuming, and that's a whole lot of if, that I'm actually good enough to snipe the modules. I'm lucky if I can actually hit the target. Needs to be some way to disable a ship like ion cannons from X-Wing and TIE Fighter. That'd be fun. Ion cannons, ion pulse warheads. I mean, I suppose I could load up on something like the, was it the Cyto Scrambler? One of those, power-specific weapons. Can you directly shoot at the cargo hatch? You can. I figured I was doing alright, though, because I had a hatch breaker applied. I apparently didn't give him enough time to jettison all the cargo. Because, yeah, he was dropping all his cargo with my hatch breakers. I apparently didn't give him enough time to drop all of the cargo, though. So I think the next plan is that I need to... well, I need to figure out a way to just... you know, I can't shoot him, actually. I'm just going to have to tank him until his cargo goes. Which isn't exactly a problem for this ship. But we'll drop off this paperwork over here at Cagliari Port, and then we'll go back, and hopefully Mr. Kidnapper will have somehow split up his, you know, split up his charges. Transactions updated, that's all well and good. It's not saying mission failed. And to anybody down in my cargo hold at the moment, give me a few more minutes and then I will get you out. I promise. Just, I don't know, read a book. We've got some wonderful uplifting pamphlets in the passenger lounge. If I had a passenger lounge anymore, shoot. We've got some handy cargo handling pamphlets in the cargo bay. I'm really bad at this.
Kilo, Yankee, Lima, please comply with all regulatory protocols before commencing
Copy 1-8. Gear down.
Deploying gear.
No, we can't let you out here. Sorry about the bumps. That can't be good for him either.
You're on the deck. Ground crew dispatched. Enjoy your stay at our facility, Commander.
Stop panicking. You are being rescued. I don't think they're buying it, though.
Pilots, please show consideration for fellow visitors. Slow down.
Well, here's some nano breakers for the station, at least. For all of your nano braking needs. Alright, let's head back and see if we can't complete the rescue. Gear up.
Gear coming up.
Detachment confirmed. Depart safely from the station.
Scan detected. Scan detected.
I wonder, do you get partial credit for partial hostage rescues? Or do they get kind of mad when you only give back a partial hostage? Ugh, don't want to think about that one too hard. Probably not until they make them for wing missions. What was it in Borderlands? It was either Borderlands, the pre-sequel, or... yeah, I think it was the pre-sequel. Where they were talking about Athena's record and how she killed 12.5 men. Cut the last one in half vertically. He just kind of hops around on one leg now. Also reminds me of, oh, what's his name? Pharma, or Mad Dr. Pharma, from the More Than Meets the Eye comic series. If you haven't read it, really good. The Transformers series where Megatron isn't the bad guy. Well, not the primary bad guy, all the time. No, an insane doctor, mad scientist, kinda, who, yeah. The author basically took Mark Hamill's Joker and slapped a couple of red crosses on him and said, "Hey, you're a doctor now." Hops on one leg and now has a twin, yeah. Unfortunately, his twin didn't make it, which is why she killed 12.5 people. So, truth be told, I'm not sure this is going to work. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, the hostage taker got exploded, and I'm pretty sure the hostage did as well. Now, if he'd actually made an escape into hyperspace, maybe I'd have a better plan here. Maybe I should have just let him escape and then try to get him again. Which would have called for an interdictor module. Which is easy enough to supply. Okay, next time we do this, we let him escape into Supercruise, and then we go from there. Hopefully. You need some specialized, really specialized hardware for this, and I did not. I half-assed this. I fully assed this. So, you want to know how to botch a hostage rescue. And Yuki is rather unimpressed. She's got her back turned to me in a very kitty sulk. I don't know, apparently one of those people owed her money or fish or something. Alright, hostage rescue. Take 2. Ready. Kobo, the hostage taker was your catnip supplier. Orion, where's the other hostage? Well, I don't know. He exploded going into witch space. Yeah, that's... I'm glad I'm not part of any kind of police department, because the chief would have my ass in a sling. Or he'd be asking for my badge, bust me down to parking division, you know, standard cowboy cop movie stuff. Weapons. Drive. There we go. We'll see what we can do, just, you know. May as well get some practice in here, trying to take out his drives. Okay, I'm not actually taking out his drives, but he's not running, so... If he were running, I'd be able to take his drives, I think. I hope. Maybe. Possibly. There, that one's saved. Okay, you've got drives. I took a piece out of his drive that time. Right. You know, I'm under the impression maybe I'm jogging these guys a little too hard. Yeah, maybe if they maybe if they stop making those ships out of paper mache. Ain't wrong. Kobo, remind me not to be wanted and in an eagle in Narvert. Well, that's alright, we're in HIP 5881. You got no problems in Narvert. Okay, so... maybe this hostage rescue thing needs a little bit more thought. Maybe I actually need to go to lasers. You know, just all lasers. Something with a little bit less punch than these multis. To my credit, it doesn't say mission failed. Don't know why. This is basically good guy piracy. Yes, it's just not a very good pirate. AKA me. Maybe there's like 2 people in the cargo canister? Maybe. Threat level 1, well, we know how I handle threat level 2, so 1 might be a little bit overkill. We'll give it another minute or two, and then I'm going to assume this is not something we can do. And then we're going back to the drawing board and we're going to do this right. Or maybe, you know, more lucky. Vertex, I was conducting expansion operations, and then I got a side mission, part of a chain, to rescue some hostages. I rescued a hostage, and then the hostage taker's ship exploded before he could eject the other pod. Which is damn inconsiderate, if you ask me. Space donuts are best donuts, it's true. Well, the funny thing is, the mission says I can still rescue hostages. It doesn't say I failed. I'm dubious of this fact, but who am I to argue? Vertex, I keep saying hey. I keep saying, hey, I'm batting 500. That's a pretty good average in baseball. Skadge, don't have to rescue the hostages. There's no one left to rescue. You! I like you! I like the you think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one is a, slightly lost cause. Well, let's go give him the good news. Kind of a half-full, half-empty kind of situation. Set 2-1.
All power to you.
Oh, Kobo, that's mean. Buy an Imperial slave and see if they notice. No, we are not doing that. Is it like a salvage mission where it resets each time? I'm not sure it is. Because the hostage taker started making a jump to light speed. And I decided, you know, maybe I should try to stop him before he jumps, because I don't have a wake scanner. And so I kind of tried to stop him, and I stopped him really, really good. I stopped him, kind of, yes. I kind of, as in, he didn't, I didn't stop, well, okay, I stopped him from going into hyperspace. I just didn't stop him from escaping in a few thousand directions simultaneously. Semantics, really. I stopped him forever. That's one way of looking at it. I facilitated his continual motion for the rest of the life of the universe, is another way of thinking about it. Just not as a coherent individual. Or ship. Or hostage. You people are really bad at helping me spin this. Just so you know, chat. We gotta fix this. Yeah, I de-resed him, basically. I might have a better idea on how to do this. Maybe. Possibly. Ish. Gear down.
Deploying landing gear.
It was weird. A Thargoid just appeared and blew him up, and there was nothing I could do, man. That might fly. We'll work with a Thargoid did it. Silas. Buddy. Friend. Guy who I put in charge. Huh? Huh? Yeah, got some bad-ish good news? Eh? Eh. Well, he's not interested in the mission, so... Okay, we may pop over to another ship here real quick and maybe do something a little bit less... less killy. Which is not something you usually hear me say. I mean, less killy, that's like less effective. I work on efficiency here. But in the interests of science, and in the interests of rescuing people, we will try something a little bit different than my standard procedure. Thargoids, man, they're coming. I don't know why Silas don't understand. I got nothing. Now I went back to Narvert. I talked to Silas. Let's put some more optionals in here. Let's be smart about this. The advanced discovery scanner is good. Planetary suite, that's good. Alright. Interdictor. We've got an interdictor. We've got heat sink launchers, shield boosters. I don't have... Wait. Where is the scanner at? Isn't that here, wake scanners? Or is that optionals? Ah, it's under optionals. Not a big deal. I've even got a passenger cabin for him. Exactly. I'm trying to be heroic here. I'm trying to be accommodating. Fire groups. Beam lasers. Check. Frag cannons. Check. So we'll stick the hatchbreaker limpets in here and the collectors in here, and then move this over here and over there, and we're all good. Maybe. You know, ish. Yeah, it's under utility. I realize that. Now let's switch our power settings around so, you know, we can, Zero hatchbreaker limpet, checks. FSD, check. Cargo hatch, check. Interdictor. There. Those lovely futility slots, yeah. Yeah, I hear you. Okay. Alright. We're good. We're set. We're better. Yes, now we have a ship we can rescue people with. And just in case, a whole lot of limpets. The mission still says it's doable, so let's do. Lights on.
Lights on.
Gear up.
Landing gear
Landing
up.
coupler disengaged. Departure authorized.
Riku, hey there. Just wanted to say hi. Well, hello. I take it you're off? What if the hostages have developed Stockholm Syndrome and don't want to be rescued? Well, then, they're in for a great deal of disappointment. Possibly. iMage, when you want a job done right, Python. Absolutely. Unless that job is, you know, engineering a Class 4 multi-cannon. One of the few jobs a Python cannot do well. Actually engineering a Class 4 anything. Riku, kinda want to stream myself and blast music. It's just not everyone's taste. Fair enough. Orion, 2 minutes later. Okay, this time ain't my fault. It was the Guardians this time. I know, one of those days where just some days you can't rescue a hostage to save your life. Well, save someone's life anyway. iMage, when you really want a job done right. Python Mark II. Yeah, could we swap out 2 of the large hardpoints for a class 4? Just for, you know, kicks and giggles? Maybe turn it into a class 4 and a class 2, just kind of even things out a little bit. So you'd have a class 4, a class 3, and 3 class 2s. Kobo, maybe if you ask nicely, they'll give you the hostage. I tried that. I even sent over a little message drone. Not my fault it tried to hack their cargo bay. Not my fault they got all aggressive about it. I mean, come on, I was basically sending over a little singing telegram. Skadge, I think they call that the Corvette. Listen, you. I'll take none of that lip. Besides, a Corvette only has the two class 2s. If they just gave it... Two big complaints about the Corvette. One, it has a pair of Class 1 hardpoints, which a federal Corvette needs like a cat needs pajamas. And the placement on that Class 3. Can't stand the placement on that Class 3. And a Class 6 for fighters. Look, that's a little beyond Orion, isn't it? I mean, we all know we all know that a Python is already a flying cheat code. No need to give it fighters on top. Well, okay, there could be a need to give it fighters on top, but that would be like the most OP ship ever. OMG, Python Mark II, OP. Please nerf. And? So? Therefore, okay, your point is made. Skadge, the class 1s are cute, just like pajamas. Okay, yes, a kitty in pajamas could be cute, though it depends on the cat, because if I tried to put Hank or Yuki into pajamas, what you would end up with is a shredded me. And I speak from experience here. Class 1 hardpoint, perfect for torpedoes. Maybe Class 1 missile launchers. Not a big fan of torpedoes. I mean, I know they hit like a train, but... Well, they hit like a torpedo, but you know what I mean. Weapons fire detected, threat level 1. Well, that's a little too much. I think I'd probably overpower that one, too. Kobo, oh god, I gotta post a pic to the Discord. Oh no. Oh no. Well, feel free to post it here too. I'm not sure I'll be able to see it just now. iMage, so this is like a salvage mission. Kinda, sorta. Like a salvage mission, except with... Let's see here. That's an Asp Explorer. Is that my target, maybe? Nope. Kind of a salvage mission, except you have to generate the salvage yourself. Yeah, this mission is borked. Oh, let's fly home and give him the good news. Okay, Kobo posting a picture, looking at the picture. Oh, that is a very unhappy looking cat. That is not the happy. No, whenever I try to get Yuki into the carrier for the vet, bad things. Horrible things. She's got, 5 of her 6 ends are very pointy, and she was using all of them. Hank is a different kind of difficult to get into the carrier. Hank, he just, well, he turns into a liquid. More like a, 50-pound bag of sand or something. Then he just sticks out his paw and, blocks from getting in. And when you got a paw the size of... Orion, okay, listen. Silas, you're not gonna believe this. It's the Borg, man. Oh. Some days, Yes, the Borg ate my The Borg assimilated my homework. Wonder how many times that got used around Starfleet Academy. Right, so let's just... I hate to do it, but let's abandon the mission. I hate abandoning missions.
Conflict established. Please approach the station at a safe speed and give way to larger vessels, Commander. Landing permitted. Adjust heading for approach to pad 4-1.
Copy 4-1. Come on. Bad approach. Tried to do a flight assist off approach to be clever, and, well, I ended up falling off of Mount Cleverest. You're down?
Down and locked.
Touchdown confirmed. Dispatching ground crew.
Well, now I've got illicit cargo, and that's less good. Hello, search and rescue agent. I've got a hostage. Apparently the search and rescue agent doesn't take illicit hostages, so I gotta go to the black market. I don't feel good about this. I think I just did a bad. Screw it, we'll edit it out in post. Yuki is looking at me, silently judging. Is there ethical reputation now? No, thank goodness. Liberate 8 hostages. 8. That's, significant. I feel like you just gave that man a very large discount on a slave. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing here. 8 hostages. Oh, I'm sure there's no way that can possibly go bad whatsoever. Instead of letting them out to the proper authorities, you sold the hostage to slavery. Yes, I know. I am aware of that. Mad. Yes, I've got plenty of cargo space. I've got. Oh, what the hell? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Right. Let's try this again. What the hell? I only had, I only had trouble getting 2 hostages. This is only 4 times more. Gear up.
Landing couplers disengaged. Departure authorized.
You're right, now I do need mods, because I need somebody to change the stream title to Damn it, I'm rescuing you! Witcher. Whoops. Yeah. Okay, throttle back. There we go. Information updated. Witcher, that's a thing.
Incoming mission critical message.
Let's not. I have a feeling yeah. Okay, 5881 3B. Hey, we're going back to this pile of rock. Orion, half the hostages ain't so bad. I mean, the chief will take your badge, but at least you're not off the force. Yeah, Witcher, I just wouldn't, yeah, I wouldn't. No, let's not. Anyway, we're back here, 5881 3B. Let's try that rescue again. I'm sure we'll do better this time. Ish. Esque. Yeah, weird orbit lines. The planets, we got a binary planet here. At least as far as, well, no, maybe binary moons. Yeah, it looks like 3A and 3B, no, 3B and 3C orbit each other, binary pairing there. What gun be good? Probably my attempts to rescue hostages again, because the last time that went hilariously bad. Balance.
Equalize power.
Ryan, I wonder if there's binary ringed worlds? Yes, there are. HIP 38064. You can land on one of them. 38064 1 or 2. Binary, ringed, close orbit to an O-class star. In fact, you go down into, you're still scooping fuel on the way down to surface approach. Ships need rear-view mirrors. I agree, Mad. I would also go with ships need rear gunners. So you could have a rear-mounted gimbal rather than a rear-mounted turret. Galaxy map.
Galaxy map.
Maybe I'll hear it if the USS pops up. Yeah, here's 38064. Actually, dual binary ringed worlds. Okay, 38064-2 is the landable one. 43 light seconds from this beast of a star. 48 solar masses, 11 solar radii.
Mission objective detected.
That's what we're looking for. Okay, let's try this again without being, you know... Yeah, binary ringed star there too. Forgot about that one. Okay, we got a rescue from you. Engines.
Max engines.
Hostage, 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 okay. That's 3. Hostage, hostage, hostage. That's 4 of them. He's just flying off. He doesn't care. Alright. Well, it's a nice straight line at least. Okay, remind me to get better hatch breakers here.
Target cargo dropped. Programming liquid drone. Frameshift charge detected.
Well, he's running. I'll let him run this time. Wonder if he knows he dropped some stuff. I'm not telling him. Okay, so the collector does the collecting like it should. Let's head back and hit this one.
Collector limit expired.
That's going to be a bit of a problem. So next time, I think the plan should be we take out the... Next time the plan should be we take out the drives and then we do the hatch breaking, so everything drops in one nice neat pile. IMH, it'd be a bad thing if the message popped up saying hostage refined. Ooh, that's no good.
Cargo scoop retracted. Cargo scoop deployed.
Got 2 hostages. That's good. 3 hostages. That's even better. Refining hostages into biomatter. Let's not give that clown any ideas, shall we?
Cargo scoop retracted.
Okay, and we'll drop... Well, is there a place I can land and get some quick... Cagliari Port, that's 5,000 light seconds away. Not the greatest, but it's something. And hey, maybe we'll see if we can pick that guy up again now that, let's see here. Contacts, performance enhancers, performance enhancers. Yeah. We'll see if we can't pick that guy up again in Super Cruise. Soylent Green, so that's how that's made. I know! I also obviously need a better collector limpet, because this thing's up. IMH, do you have the materials to synthesize limpets? Probably. Or not. Looks like I'm short on iron and nickel. That's alright, we'll find this guy again and, well, at least this time we let him go, so maybe we get more hostages next time. I mean, they didn't say they all had to be out of the same, you know, the same load from the ship. Did he just steal a spaceball team? It's a lot of roids if it's in tons. Yeah, that's in metric tons. Then again, really, what is a performance-enhancing drug? I mean, you know, if you got pneumonia, and they give you a ton of antibiotic, that's performance-enhancing. Maybe I'm being hired to recover the Russian Olympic team. Orion, Jesus, he could bench a condo with those. Yep, pull Italy off of Europe with his teeth. El Draco, good day to you too as well. Good day to you too as well. Language is hard sometimes. But a good day to you as well. How are you doing? Hoping you're having a good weekend, or, you know, soon to be weekend. Me, I'm just newting around trying a new mission type and not being so great at it. Wait a minute, Diamondback Scout? Oh, not our target. I did it. Total 750 jumps to Colonia, went around for 2 hours, got a Sidewinder, blew it up and went back to the bubble. Made 130 million. Damn. You now look up the orbital ephemera on the NASA Horizon site for the Tesla Roadster. Alright, what did they, what's the... How's that orbit looking? Because, you know, like I said yesterday, screw it, let's just drop the hammer and see how far it goes is not something you usually hear in rocket science. And that is a huge loop. Then again, I'm not going to be too broken up about this because this is some weird orbital mechanics to get into this station. Okay, car is now in an orbit that takes it between 0.99 and 1.7 AU. El Draco, today I've been delivering stuff to Slough Orbital and Vespers, M4. They could have a barbecue now. I've delivered animal meat, clothes, and coffee. Perfect party stuff. iMage, I knew it included a copy of the Foundation novels. Knew that one. But yeah, the orbit was a little iffy. I think the last time anything with rocketry involved going, screw it, let's just see what happens, is, oh, who was that company? Turbonique. Turbonique. where they got the idea of all kinds of interesting rocket-propelled toys for your car. Well, 1,250 kilograms is nothing to laugh at. That's... Hey, guys, I just sent a car-massed object, in a car-shaped object, out to the asteroid belt. Get your mining ideas ready.
Contact confirmed. Clear to disembark. Station facilities are at your disposal.
So no, Turbo Neek had the idea of, let's get a lot more limpets in here this time. Just in case. And let's outfit properly. Orion, I bet they never sent a car to space. I don't know. Given some of the stuff they did. This is back in the 60s, 70s. I'm loading up limpets for hatch breaking and hostage rescue. I gotta rescue 8 hostages. I've got 3 so far. Apparently they all gotta come from the same ship. I don't know. Hatchbreaker limpet, cargo hatch... Right, let's get better. Item is already fitted. Well, poop. $1,100 meters, 1,200 meters, that's not going to help much. Alright. Guess we go with what we got. Well, no, it's not the first car, but it is the first car-massed object. I mean, a Tesla Roadster is a little bit more weighty than, say, you know, the lunar rovers. And being able to send that out into the asteroid belt, being able to send that out towards Ceres, that's also a big achievement. Gear up.
Retracting landing.
Docking coupler disengaged.
Alright, I forgot to sell the illicit cargo. Oh well. But no, Turbo Neek had the idea of... Usually when you put a supercharger on a car, it actually takes a little bit of horsepower to spin the impeller to make boost. Well, Turbo Neek got the idea of using a little rocket motor. Wait, was that the central booster, or was that something? No, that was a different one I made. That was a different booster that that landed. The central booster, that one totally disintegrated. This is one they didn't expect to survive, and it actually did survive. Air Force blew it up as a hazard to navigation because they didn't know how much rocket fuel was in it. You had a potential bomb there, and nobody was willing to hook up a tug to it to move it. At least that's my take on the situation. No, the central booster on the Falcon Heavy did a pretty good job of blowing itself up. Really? How's it going? Going pretty well. You know, other than totally bungling my attempts at hostage rescues, but first time I've tried these missions, so, you know. Yeah, I was supposed to do a 131 burn to land, and instead it did a 1. And then it did a kaboom. Exactly, Krylani. Yeah, the Falcon Heavy core booster, that one... Sometimes SSTO means single stage to ocean. Well, thanks, Relly. Yeah, I use a program called ED Profiler, and you can change around the presets without going into the configuration files and manually altering them. So anyway, back to what I was saying. Turbo Neek, when you use a supercharger, it usually uses a belt off the crank, and so it actually pulls a little bit of horsepower off the motor in order to drive the impeller to make boost. Turbo-Neat got the idea of using a little rocket motor to spin the impeller. So it wasn't actually, you know, powered by the engine, so it was making pure boost, pure horsepower. And I think they said it would add something like 500 horsepower to your motor. So that was impressive. And then they had something called the rocket drag axle, which was a rocket motor hooked up directly to the diff, to the differential, and that would spin the rear axles, or the rear axle. And they said that was good for about an extra 1,000 horsepower. And then if rocket auxiliary-powered superchargers and rocket drag axles weren't enough, they just went with straight-up rocket-powered rockets. And that may actually be where the idea of the Darwin Award for Captain Jado came from. Because this company actually did sell rocket motors, rocket engines to gearheads. Really, I'm surprised that they didn't name themselves Acme. Or maybe they renamed themselves Acme after the 30s and 40s. And that's where that coyote was getting all his equipment from. Okay, so this time, new plan. We're going to try to cripple the ship. And then we'll just hit his... We will just hit his power plant and then hit him with the hatch breakers. That's why right now, with current technologies, I couldn't go into space. No way I'm strapping a rocket to my arse and praying it works. Well, also, if you go to YouTube and look up, I believe it was the super jump. This was, again, back in the 70s when far too many amateurs with far too many more dollars than cents started playing around with rocket boosters. And this was a fellow that tried to jump from Canada to the United States in a car by jumping a mile across the St. Lawrence River. And the most aerodynamic vehicle he could think of to attempt this was, and I quote, a rocket-propelled Lincoln Continental. Yes, because when you think aerodynamics, you think the Lincoln Continental, the car that thinks it's a house. So yeah, this fellow tried to jump a rocket-powered Lincoln. Beltraco, OMG, why not just do it in a tank? It would weigh less. That would be, yeah, that'd kind of be the point. Didn't that model have an air ride suspension? You know, Athador, you could be right. This thing definitely rode on air. Once. Malakir, who are you rescuing? I don't know, 8 random people, apparently. Wait, Diamondback Explorer, this could be our guy. Nope, it's not our guy. I don't know, they just said a bunch of hostages. And with these hostages, I am also getting tons and tons of performance enhancers, so I don't know, maybe a certain Olympic team. Beldraco, I seen an accident. It was bad. Little bitty foreign car, Lincoln Continental. The Lincoln had a scratch. Foreign car was in parts all over the road. Must have been an old accident. But, you know, spoiler alert for this one, it didn't work. In fact, the Lincoln ended up in parts. All across the Canadian side of the border. So, he jumped, and of course I mean, the little wings they put on this car was comical. It just... This wasn't a car, this was a cartoon. Image. Fiction keeps trying to intrude into reality. Yeah. Okay, let's pull up here briefly and let me go look up this little bit of madness. So that's what he attempted to jump a mile in. Spoiler alert, it didn't work. Hostage liberation missions are tough. Apparently, I was supposed to get all of them in one go. Scadge, those bolted-on stubby wings. Yes. Yes, because when you think of what's going to control a Lincoln, they weren't even controllable wings. They were just static airfoils. They were fins. Beldraco, what happens if I accept a job to deliver stuff, log out, and don't log back in for a day or so? Well, if the timer is always running, whether you're logged out or not. So, you know, if the timer is still going, if you've still got time on the mission, then you can complete it. If the mission expired while you were away, then no good. And this is why nobody does hostage rescues. Well, I shouldn't say that. This is why. No penalties, bounties, fines, reputation drops. Minor reputation drop, perhaps a fine for, you know, depending. If it's somebody else's cargo you're hauling, yeah, you're going to get fined for the cost of the cargo. If it's just data materials, I don't think you get anything. Yeah, and then you have stolen cargo. Hostage rescues would be much different with boarding actions. Image, you're not wrong. And no, I shouldn't say this isn't why people do hostage rescues. It's neat, but the effort, the coordination, the timing, and honestly, the little bit of luck that needs to happen. Compared to the reward, I mean, I was going to get maybe 1 million credits for this. the economics of the mission don't work out favorably compared to other mission types. Or even, you know, straight up bounty hunting. Now, I'm going to try to not sell these hostages into slavery. I'm going to see what happens when I drop these guys off at the search and rescue agent. El Draco, I played for a bit earlier, like I said, but I guess I'm still burned out from the trip to Colonia. Fair, especially with 750 jumps. That's a hard run. What's your jump range? IMAGE will give added use to troop transports, marine boarding teams. Yeah, have a federal dropship loaded up with troops. 35 light years on average. I was doing 30 to 32. Gotcha. Yeah, I was doing 40 out to Colonia. The neutron plotter in-game kind of sort of worked, but I was relying more on the external neutron plotting website. Only took 7 days, yeah. Well, with good neutron plotting and with, you know, relatively fast hands. I mean, I had a 40 light year jump. I managed, you know, you could probably cut that time down a bit. Certainly fewer than 750 jumps. Yeah, let me do a check on that real quick. Request docking.
Request done.
This is flight control. Please note that access to the station is by authorization only. Request approved. Adjust heading for approach to pad 33.
Well, I didn't think I'd ever have to smuggle stuff into my own home, but here we go. Gear down.
Landing gear deployed.
Thermal signature restored.
Athador, 90 plus jump rescue today with the internal plotting. Got it down to 56. Yeah, the internal route plotter is nice, and it lets you find neutron stars that nobody else knows exist. But it really relies on a more dense neutron field.
Online.
Let's see, let's load up Spanch real quick over here. So 30 to 32 light years, so let's call it 30 just because. Source system, Narvert. Destination system, Colonia. Efficiency, let's go with a 80% efficiency on that, and calculate. $430 jumps. Something like that. I mean, still not great, but better. Okay, contacts. Search and rescue agent. I've got some people here. They apparently don't take these hostages either because of course they don't. Well, I'm not selling these people into slavery. So, okay, folks, you may feel a slight bump. I'm pretty sure some dockyard worker will hear you if you knock really loud on the side of the canister. Thanks for flying Errantry Alliance Air. This is how dock workers are hired. Well, thanks for flying. Yeah. Bye. Okay, let's get these limpets off. We'll revisit this design later, but right now this was just a bad deal. In before they get shot by the station for loitering? Oh, no, I'm down in the hangar, so I just let them roll into the hangar. Compulsory reallocation of human resources. Orion, at least it's not United. Yeah, I reaccommodated their asses, didn't I? Yep. Let's, yeah, I don't think I'll tell anybody what happened here. So, don't need that. Don't need that. Probably a good idea to have one of these just in case. Okay, modules. Kill warrant scanner, power you back up. And interdictor goes to here, FSD to there, cargo hatch. Yeah, that's right, life support, multi-cannon. Alright. Now, how about a mission that doesn't involve rescuing hostages? Because obviously I am not cut out for that business. I'm more in the hurt people and break stuff kind of business. Hey presto, Lee Smart, the Pirate Lord. Well, now what do we tell Silas? Necromancers? I don't know, tell him that tell him it fell out of the cargo bay. I'm looking, Yuki and Hank are both silently judging me. That or they're hungry, but I gave them food an hour ago. Alright, Cassia, you're on board. Collector limpets, check. Our old food, you monster. Yes, I am just a terrible, terrible person. Okay, fighter slotting is good. Don't really need a planetary vehicle hangar on this ship. This isn't one of those that you really do planetary stuff with. Didn't you get rid of your limpets a minute ago? Yes, I did. But I had to because I was switching over to the FER-DE-LANCE. And then I decided to switch over to something else that isn't the FER-DE-LANCE. And all I need here is one limpet. Really. That's why I'm, you know, octupling up, just in case. Fire groups, fuel transfer, limpet. There we go. Okay, all good. Let's go talk to a pirate lord. Because every time I go into one of these... No, I'm not a fuel rat, but every time I go into one of these missions, one of these assassination missions, there's always some ship, and it... You could have been shot to hell, or he could have gotten his shields poked a little bit, or nobody could have even looked at him. Gear up.
Retracting.
And he still says, help me, we're leaking fuel, distress call, blah, 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 blah. If you throw a fuel limpet their way, they go, thank you, and then they run away. Yeah, Athedor's the rat. I'm just a...
Unable to.
We don't go into what I am. No, I haven't joined the ranks of the fuel rats yet. I don't know that I ever will, but... A thing against hostages thing, yeah. Oh, Orion, if you stick around, Rescue 1 shows up to refuel them. That's kind of neat. I mean, I don't want to hang around and see Rescue 1 show up, but it's neat. Do it myself. I don't know if you can hear that, but Yuki is no longer silently judging me. Now she is singing the song of her people. Her whiny, whiny people.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Incoming mission critical message.
$58.81 Planet 4. Okay. This one is a little bit easier than hostage rescue. This one is a little bit more in my wheelhouse. Because it involves a whole lot of guns. Less finesse, more daka daka daka. Alright, everything's set up there. Wait. Check the turret mode. Turret weapon mode. Fire at will. There we go. 1-1. I read rescuing food. I am disappointed. I did rescue some food. I guess. Quick, chat. Does performance-enhancing drugs count as food? Orion, it involves more people stopping forever. I am very good at stopping people. I make no excuses for who and what I am. If it's in an edible format, yes, it counts as food. There you go, I rescued food. Then I sold it to people who wanted food for a given value of food. Wonder if the performance-enhancing drugs come with like a 500 kilogram tub of, you know, protein shake mix. Sort of greenish edibles. You know, speaking of, I remember you know, back in the mists of time, I got my hands on an old comic book that Marvel handed out at elementary schools around the country. It was, you know, this was the 80s, and this was Nancy Reagan's war on, you know, she was the face of the war on drugs, and this is Captain America telling you that drugs are bad. Cap? Buddy? I mean, there are plenty of superheroes you could get to tell you that drugs are bad, but Captain America ain't one of them. Okay, conflict zone around here. There should be... Well, we just gotta wait now. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Jay Barnett, but he defeated the villains by giving them Twinkies. True. Orion, Captain America got his powers through a quote-unquote super soldier serum. Basically massive drug therapy, drug and steroid therapy, along with, you know, other Marvel super science. Captain America owes everything he's got to drugs.
Commander, what are your orders?
Roger that. Fighter is going live.
Set 3-1.
Fighter is online. Ready for action.
Attack my target.
I hear you loud and clear. Moving to attack position.
Yep. The slow, graceful beauty of Leviathans in combat.
Enemy is down.
Mission critical message.
Recall the fighter.
Yes, Commander. Docking fighter immediately.
Retrieving fighter. Door opening.
Transferring fuel. Frameshift charge detected.
Got from materials here. Oh, I'm loaded up on materials too. Any good materials though?
Systems confirmed. Docking was successful.
High density comp. Some neat stuff. But not neat enough for me to dump stuff out, so... Back to Narvert we go! So that was 2 million and change real quick. Though knowing Silas, it may actually be a case of oops, wrong guy. Excuse me. No, I've gotten so many missions from Silas where it's take out this pirate, and then later on he goes, well, about that pirate, good job, just not the one we were thinking of.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Set 2-1.
Power diverted to engines.
Ryan, yeah, the keelback was the target. Stupid keelback. Beldraco, gonna lay down for a bit. Have a great day and a great stream. See ya. See ya, Beldraco. Take care. Have a good day. Have a good weekend.
Delay Kilo Yankee Lima. This is the Flight Operations Department. Please comply with established docking procedures, Commander. Landing permitted. Set down on landing pad 39er.
Copy 3-9er. Oh, a little low. Doink. Thought I had it. I did not. Gear down.
Lowering landing gear.
Oh well, didn't hurt me at all. Alright, Silas, what do you got?
Contact. Dispatching ground crew.
Matt, I'm impressed that those tiny little bars in the dish rack can bring an anaconda going plus 100 meters a second to a sudden stop. Yeah, structural integrity, something or other magic. Salvage landmines, liberate hostages. No, I know what evil that has. Destroying Thadidic Coast sentry skimmers. Bunch of expansion data. Skimmers! Nah. Skimmers can be a... If you don't get them, if you don't get the right mission, if you don't get lucky, then you just gotta... Yeah, then you just gotta drive around the SRV all day. Although, I might try playing with this a little bit. This has a similar movement profile to the Chieftain, which I would be in if they hadn't ended the... I thought the beta went through today. No, the beta ended last night.
Offline. shields online.
Nope, they only offer the... That's too bad. Wait. Do I have fixed multis yet? Don't think I do. I do not. Do I have fixed multis on any of my ships? I don't know that I do. Not looking like it. Fixed frag cannons, not exactly what I'm looking for. Alright. Well, we'll still play around with this. Gear up.
Landing gear up.
Watch for oncoming traffic when
Lights
passing
on.
through the airlock.
Lights on.
The shields are bad. It is not engineered in very many ways, but hey, I'll probably die horribly. Or stupidly, which is much more par for the course. In case anybody's curious, Vertex kicked my ass yesterday in dogfighting. He was using fixed multi-cannons. And that's another weapon that, you know, I've gotten... I can at least hit the target a lot of the time with railguns and with plasma. But I've not tried my luck at multis yet. So that's our next little bit of get good training. I'm probably going to get blown up more than a few times here, but... yeah, that's what practice is for.
Scan detected. Scan detected.
Athador about to dock and sell this exploration data from that trip. Nice. Alright, let's see what we get out of this.
Scan detected.
Balance. I gotta not be afraid of just hosing fire, to be honest. Now, the problem is, one of these guns can be lead and the other one can't. Oh, that was barely any heat damage. What are you complaining about? Oh, one of the rounds hit. Alright. First kill with fixed multis. Need more of them, obviously, but, well, at least I didn't get blown up and I didn't lose shields, so... called an overall win.
Target shields online. Target shields offline.
That was no good for him. The Pitiless Animus. Wing of 2. We'll hit the Cobra 3. Nice paint job. Nope, not hitting that. So this is all stuff I should have been doing ages ago. Learning how to fly with fixed guns. But malpractice makes malperfect, so... He's clean. He's most likely not. Yep. He's probably going to take a crack at that Python, and then it's a 2-on-1 fight, and I'm in favor of those odds. Yeah, he's boosting into the Python now. He's firing. I want that Python to get shot before I join in the fight. That'll work. Engines.
Diverting power to requested system.
Set 2-3.
Master engineer. Order.
Warning. Thermal attack. Gaining heat.
Balance.
Detected.
Equalizing power.
Target destroyed.
Kobo, shield cell banks are the reason I want to get phasing sequence on all my laser weapons. When I engineered up some rails, I went with the feedback cascade. That seemed to do a pretty good number on stuff too. So I'm getting better with the rails now. Now I have to just... Now I just got to get good with the multis. I was landing most of those rail shots. Not that it was hard, but, you know. Face hug somebody and go from there. Kobo, I'd love to use rails, but I'm a bad pilot. As you can see, I am not exactly what... not exactly Chuck Yeager material myself. Not even Chuck Testa. Wait for him to open fire, and wait for my shields to come back a little bit. You gonna do something? You're just gonna sit there. Well, that Python's in trouble over there. Let's go back him up. Maybe. Wing of 2, who's your buddy? Sidewinder, alright. You know what I said about hitting with railguns? Then again, having a silhouette to aim at kind of helps.
Under attack.
Get back here. I think the only engineering I have on this ship is I engineered a low output power plant. I think this is probably where I'm going to run into trouble, just with the small maneuverable stuff. Skadge, targeting their power plant helps me aim rails, gives me a HUD element to aim at for small ships. Not a bad idea, I like that. Yeah, I see what you mean. Oh, and that would really work against, you know, when they're just out in the black on black and you can't see the silhouette. Oh. Sharp. I like that. I like the you think.
Under attack.
Athador, 4 million worth of 4 million worth with 300k worth of first discoveries. Nice, very nice. Set 2-1.
Max engines.
I'm just getting shot up to prove I'm bad. Paid for the 8 limpets he used. And then some. Wait, 8 limpets? Isn't it like 800 space bucks? $808 after taxes. Right. See, that's why I'm legally dead for tax reasons.
Code Dynamics Kilo Yankee Lima. This is the Flight Operations Department. Please comply with established docking procedures, Commander. Access granted. Set down on landing.
Oh shoot, I shouldn't have said that. We'll fix it in post. Exactly.
Commander. Slow down.
There's a lot of things we need to fix in post today. You down?
Down and locked.
Boy, I'm trying to figure out what would be good for... I thought this would have been good for the multi-cannon practice, but I hate the positioning on the upper and lower guns. I mean, it's good if you run with a couple of Class 2s down below, a Class 3 down below, and then whatever you stick up top. Fixed gun practice. Go back to railguns and plasma on this thing. That's always fun. Let's turn in what we made here so far. Well, yeah, 400 grand. I've done a lot better. Okay. Well, let's try this again with something different. So, a whole lot of plasma. And a whole lot of rails. Holding on the target is not easy for me. And if anybody's watching and just wondering how the hell can he be this bad, well, it takes practice. There. Triple plasma accelerators, 2 Class 2s and a Class 4, dual Class 2 railguns, and a pretty decent pattern on the plasmas. They should be able to bracket or, straight up nail anything that gets into the crosshairs. And the railguns mounted up high in the nose and relatively close together. So how are we doing on power? We're not doing great on power. Interdictor is set to there. FSD is set to that. Cargo hatch off. Oh, right. It's the kill warrant scanner. It's eating up all the power. Budman, woohoo! Watching live is working today. Glad to hear it. Unfortunately, I'm not working that well today. Oh, this is capital B bad. Gear up.
Gear coming in.
Lights on.
Lights on.
Type 9. All evens out in the wash, no worries. Well, not being able to hit the... excuse me. Not being able to hit the broad side of the barn from inside the barn is a little bit of a problem. Either I need a bigger gun or I need a smaller barn. To work on the fine-tuning. Now you might be asking, why would you want a smaller barn if you can't hit it? Well, you see, that's because I'm an idiot. And because my theory is, if you can't hit a target right away, you should go to a smaller target. Why? Well, that's one of the great mysteries of the universe. Finish the scan, roll around. Weapons. Well, I just needed to launch that shot before he... before his shield cell bank kicked in hard. Oh, come on. And one of these days I'm actually going to hit his drives. Or, just blast him. Doink. I really thought I would have hit something more vital there. But apparently not. That, on the other hand, did. I'm H. Sorry, had to do it with the Olympics and all. Oh, no. Oh, cat curling. So cute. Happy cats. Much purr. Okay, not wanted. Powerful dread. Well then. Well, he's already been chewed up a little bit. Let's see if I can't do something silly here. If that class 4 had hit, that would have been pretty hilarious. Ravenhawk, hey! Not a whole lot. Me trying to get good again with fixed guns. Also, me trying to rescue hostages and... Well, we'll fix that in post. Hank would make a great curling stone, yes, a great curling Hank. Yeah, and I keep overshooting when I try flight assist off maneuvers. Well, with the Chieftain coming out, you know, it looks like that is a ship that will strongly favor the fixed gun. So I need to learn, you know, I need to learn how to multi-cannon. I need to learn how to fixed. Set 3-1. I'm not taking heat damage. Though I would have thought I would have been able to hit his power plant from there. One would think. Well, that was a hell of a hit, whatever it did. That's better. At medium range, if you can get a good shot off with that, you've got a hell of a power plant popper. The target's name is Fireball. It's begging to be lit up. I know, right? Why is it not? Weapons. Now what's going on over there? Still people trying to shoot up this poor python. Delgarian, nice heavy hit load out there, and no 7, Commander in chat. And no 7 to you as well. Welcome to the show. Yeah, just practicing around because I am not good with fixed guns at all. Yeah. I'm behind on the rails. No, I'm ahead on the rails, and I'm behind on the plasmas, so, you know. Ah, if the class 4 had hit, that would have been hilarious. Kind of like that. Hope you're having a good weekend. Now who's shooting at you? Herr Klaus. Set 1-3. No, 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 no. I just gotta line up the shot, and, you know, I like lining up for a knockout punch. That doesn't happen very often, but, you know, I like it. Mining earlier? Nice. Relaxing. Profitable. How do you target specific components? Oh, Ravenhawk, you go over to the sub-targets menu. You can target there, or you can set it up for a hotkey on your keyboard or whatever controller you use. And that's what I have set up. I've got a little index finger switch on my throttle. Poor Python got used as a meat shield for a moment there. I prefer the term a blade of armor, but yeah. I ain't too proud. I believe it does fall under the targeting, yeah, the targeting options. Domesday. Set 2-1.
Powered engines.
The shields aren't very happy right now. Might have for shield 40%. They aren't charging very fast either. Alright, so this is what we do to get a little bit more shields back in a hurry.
Online.
And we're back up to 51. Now, where's our lucky contestant? There he is. It's like he's taken some hits already or something, but... he's targeting that poor Asp Explorer. Set 3-1.
All power to weapons.
I'm gonna wait for him to draw aggro. That'll also give me a little bit of time for my shields to come back a bit more. Alright, aggro successfully drawn. And his power plant went down 82%. Engines. Weapons. If I'd had a clean shot with all of the guns, or all the plasmas, that probably would have popped his power plant in one go. Now this, I have no idea what to do with this. I am not good enough at the moment for 3 guys. Not, not in my current setup and skill level. If I had the gimbals, oh yeah, I could take those. So, you're on your own. Good luck. I like how the ships just stop now when the power plants get taken out instead of blowing up instantly. It's still an, what do I want to say, 50-50 chance, really. It's kind of a crapshoot. Sometimes the plants will, you know, instantly go. Sometimes you need to hammer on them a little bit more. Aw. Okay, let's try that again. That's better. Excuse me, sir. Honestly, I find plasmas a lot easier to aim than I do multi-cannons. Not sure why, but... Ew. Aw, clean miss. Ah, more... double ass. I think I killed his drives. Wish the plasma accelerators had better impact explosion than the spark shower they have now. Yeah. Then again, I mean, it used to be that... Well, Condas have a fully fleshed out damage model. None of the other ships do have that either, so... You know, I like seeing what plasmas do to a Conda when they hit unshielded hull. I mean, they rip it up. You can see missing modules and everything. This, not so much. Delgarian, I suck with railguns. I'm trying to get better. Yeah, pledged to Orisa to get the Imperial hammers. If you can get Imperial hammers to work, more power to you. They've got the longest build-up time, and that made it even worse for me. I mean, I had enough trouble with regular rails before I started kind of sort of getting accurate with them. Yeah, they've got a little bit longer charge time. It's yeah. Then you got to hold on the target a little bit longer because they're, you know, obviously they're burst fire rails.
Warning.
Worth it.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, cooked it a little bit, but the effect was not something you can argue with. Screw it, plasma. Screw it, dead. Hate. Huh. Well, hate's a strong word for a Diamondback Explorer, but, yeah, I mean, it's certainly no keelback. Yeah, but it was worth it to make his shields go away. Why did I just... Need to work on my trigger discipline a little bit more here. Just as I was lining up that railgun shot, it seems like it pulled to the left. Mad Biker Wolf, the Keelback is the single most awesome ship in the game. Look, I will not have you speaking blasphemy in my Church of the Python, friend. Hate, sounds like a reasonable miner ship. I know. It's like the Violent Harlequin. They're just here to get, you know, bust up some rocks, right? You know, not like that pirate over here, the peddler. Oh, jeez. Ooh, solid hit there. Okay, maybe I could have taken these guys on earlier. Need to name a keelback suffering. People won't know if you're a bait pirate or someone who understands the ship they're in.
Target shields offline.
Yep, that ship is nothing but a pile of suffering. A little behind. That one wasn't. Conda. I got good shields. Set 1, 2. Weapons.
All power.
Target shields offline.
Thought I had that one. I got that one. Always afraid to try and ram in the FER-DE-LANCE, figured the canopy would bust. Well, the nice thing about it is the canopy is actually way back here. Get a decent camera scan going here. Yeah, you got the canopy way up here, and then you got a whole lot of battering ram over here. Set 2-1.
Transferring power to engines.
Weapons.
Powering and deploying weapons.
Temperature critical.
Oh, that was just bad shots all around, wasn't it? That's better. Yeah, the FER-DE-LANCE has such a big damn beak. Set 2-1.
Power to engines.
Set 1-2.
Divert power to ships.
Missed. He's deploying his fighter for something. Oh wait, is he scanning me? Is that what's going on here? Looks like he is. Alright. Well, we'll play it his way briefly here. Sketch, almost enough money to fund my budget Anaconda. Excellent! How budget are we talking? Like Exploraconda or cargo bay with engines and a jump drive, or what degree of budget are we talking here? Big? I assume you don't mean big. Appended to the word budget. It'd be really awkward to fly after flying all the ships with cockpits on the front. You have my sympathies. You know, if I pull this off right... Weapons.
Transferring power to weapons.
There, now I don't have to worry about the fighter for a bit. Set 2-1.
Divert power to requested system.
Weapons.
Configuring for
Set 3-1.
power diverted to weapons.
Set 1-2.
Power to ships. Shield offline.
Ah, I was hoping that would do better than that. Set 2-1. Now I got missiles incoming, and that's not a good look for me. Set 2-1.
Power diverted to engines.
186 mil, using it to increase my cash per hour so I can afford to upgrade it faster. This makes sense. You know, the fact that I got no shields and a pissed-off Anaconda chasing me is probably nature's way of saying it's time to turn in some money. Or time to turn in some bounties and get some money back. Yuki, what are you doing? Yuki and Hank are apparently having a gymnastics competition behind me. I don't know if you can hear the thump, but Hank just botched the floor exercise. But Skadge, it's funny. I mean, the Federal assault ship is actually a pretty good flying battering ram. And that thing has the cockpit up front too, but the thing almost never breaks. Well, from ramming anyway. Gunfire is a totally different story. Zorgon Peterson Kilo Yankee Lima, request docking clearance.
Initializing.
Position authorized. Adjust heading for approach to badge 08.
Copy 08. Gear down.
Gear down.
Yeah, as long as the shields hold you safe, but it's a Federal assault ship. The shields are an afterthought. A little bit of fixing, a little bit of ammo. What'd I make off that little excursion? Well, nears makes no difference, 1 3/4 million. That's workable. So, enough practice with the fixed guns. Let's go with the money-making machine. Also, help train up my pilot some more. Lights on?
Lights on.
Gear up.
Landing gear raised.
Ship released. You are cleared to leave.
One thing you want to know, Skadge, getting out of the, getting into and out of the dock with Anaconda, just about think you're about to crack your head on the top of the mail slot and you should be okay. Really should rename this ship the EAS Money Machine. Free buzz cut when leaving the station. Perfect. Exactly. Okay, speed is good. Ish.
Roger that. Fighter is going live. Fighter deployed. Awaiting your orders.
The War Tomb. You know, I doubt you are one of those mining type people. Attack mode.
Position for attack.
I'm on the lookout, Commander. Scanning for contacts.
Weapons.
Max weapon.
Target destroyed. Searching for further contacts. Hostile is down.
Set 2-1.
Power to engine.
Target destroyed. Searching for further contacts.
Keelback. Excuse me, sir, is anybody attempting to pirate you? Or do you know any pirate-type hangouts? I'm worse at being subtle like this than I am trying to use the black market. Excuse me, yes, I would like to sell 1 drug, please. T9 is actually named Whale? No, 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 no. Saud Kruger has the monopoly on all the... You know what? I'll just say citation needed. Attack my target.
Weapons free.
Weapons?
Order confirmed. Engaging target.
Allergic to weapons.
Enemy is down.
Set 2-1.
Nothing else showing up on my scanner, Commander. All targets destroyed.
You know, 2 minutes ago there was a really pissed off Anaconda that I managed to bumble a ram on. Now where's he at? Oh, the T9... Okay, I never even noticed that the ship's name was Whale. That was some nickname I wasn't familiar with. No, I'm just dumb looking around here at the... trying to read the scopes and not reading the names. Although... Nerfed Gamer am I. No, Nerfed Gamer I am. Welcome to the show. Hope you enjoy your stay.
Control transferred, Commander. Relax, I'll take good care of her.
So speaking of, I'm probably not going to be on Monday because I am actually going to get my eyes checked. And actually going to get my head put on straight. Set 2-1.
Power to engine.
There we are. Attack my target.
Engaging target.
Weapons.
Copy. Enemy sighted. Moving to engage.
Bonk.
Offline.
Right, I'm not flying the Conda anymore. That's a bad idea.
Online.
Well, you may end up changing your mind after watching me enough here.
Target destroyed.
Ship.
For further contact.
Set to 1.
All power to engines.
To my defense, it's a little bit difficult to fly when you've got a 18-pound cat sitting on your rudder pedals. That's my defense. I'm calling it the Hank defense.
Control transfer complete. I'm ready for further instructions.
Deploy hard points.
Weapons free.
Yes, a big purry foot warmer.
Scan detected.
Attack mode.
Engage when ready.
I'm on the lookout, Commander. Scanning for contacts.
Scan detected.
Weapons.
Warning, power inputs. Trajectory disrupted. Scan detected.
The HR Geiger.
Target destroyed. Searching
Huh.
for further contacts.
You know, I don't know that I want to see this ship up close or what the inside looks like.
Enemy is eliminated, Commander. Nothing else showing up on my scanner, Commander. All targets destroyed.
Recall the fighter. Set 2-1.
Automated retrieval initiated, Commander.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Now, unfortunately, I know you didn't hear that, but that was my phone going off and alerting me that I got some errands I need running before everything closes up, unfortunately. So, that's going to call it for today. Always a pleasure to meet new people and talk to folks. I will try to be back on Monday. If not Monday, then... No, wait, no. I will be back on Monday. It's Tuesday that's a little questionable. You can see why I need appointments on my phone, because I can't remember jack nor shit. So Monday, I will be here. Tuesday, most likely not, but I will keep you updated on the chat. Take care, everybody. Fly safe. If you can't fly safe, fly dangerous. If you can't fly safe or fly dangerous, I don't know that I'm that good an instructor for either category. Oh, have a good weekend. Have a good evening. Have a good everything. And I will see you all around next week. Take care.
Scan detected.